Man, it's rough over there, man. I tell you, you got to be a lion to get out of there, man.
Yeah,
And
I
it,
feel you,
and I'm trying to
man.
get, yeah, I'm just trying to get back, man, and catch those kids because
Nah,
I
that's
know
good,
each
man.
kid and where they're going. You know what I'm saying? Based on what
Yeah.
I saw growing up. So
Nah, that's good what you doing, man. Respect,
yeah,
bro.
thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I guess this kind of goes into the next question too about like your thoughts on gangs. It kind of started after the Black Panther movement. A lot of people were getting
Yes.
locked up with the COINTELPRO, and they would start forming other orgs. So I know it started out as a positive thing, and they wanted to protect the community. You know what I'm saying? I just
Of course.
want to know your thoughts on if you think they could ever get back to their positive roots.
I think they can, man, and I think it's important, especially for us Muslims, American Muslims, that we have to call these people to Islam with hikmah. Because honestly, man, the only thing that's going to change our people or anybody is Islam. And we don't say that like we don't say this arrogantly, but Islam is from Allah. Islam is from the Creator of the heavens and the earth. He knows what's best for us. He knows what we should stay away from. So it's sad when you got these gang members, man, and a lot of gang members, man. These are real thorough people who are not afraid of anything. So
Right.
of course, when we come at these people, we gotta come at them correctly with wisdom. You know what I mean? We don't want to put them down like, oh man, you're a gangbanger. What's wrong with you? Are you stupid? No, we don't come at them like that, man. But we want to offer them to let them see that there is a better way, and
Right.
there's more to life than that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
unfortunately, anything honestly, man, it always go back to Islam with me and with us because anything that is not, submitting to the what Allah created for us, we will find ourselves in trouble. Whether it's gang banging, nationalism, racism, you know what I mean? If you look at the history, for example, the Black Panthers, they did a lot of good. You understand? And when you look back, and I think even Pac mom said this one time, she said she believed, and I also agree with her, that the Black Panther, or one of the OG leaders of the Black Panther, I believe it was Afeni, she was saying that she believed that the Black Panthers, they had the good intention.
Hmm.
You understand? They had good intention. They wanted to help their people, but what was missing was submission to God.
Hmm.
You understand? They didn't have everybody was coming to the table. This person had his belief system. This person had belief system, and everybody had their attention. But if you're not submitting to God, you will never be successful. Point
Hmm.
blank. You understand?
That
And
makes
I
sense.
think we want to call these gang members. We have to call them to Islam. You understand? We have to call them to Islam.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, man. Because I was talking to one of my friends. He's still in that life, and I was just asking him like, do you ever
Yeah.
think that the thugs will come together to fight, for one big common cause? And he was saying that it'd be hard because everybody want to be the leader. And I'm like, well, if everybody want to be the leader, then put in the work. So
Yeah, that's sad, man. It's really sad that the situation of our people. But honestly, Aki, honestly, we the only thing, like Malcolm X said it clear, man. The only thing, and when he said he went around the world and he seen people in Saudi Arabia with blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin. He said, man, they was different than the white we see in America who are racist.
yeah.
Not all white people. You know what I mean? We not saying all white people. But he said what would change the condition of these people is Islam. The same way with the African American community or the Latino community. Wallahi, Aki, if you see Islam, alhamdulillah, I was able to travel around the world to African countries, to Arabic countries, to Asian countries, and I see the difference. Honestly, I see the difference of people that's govern their life according to their deen,
Mm.
submitting to Allah. You see the tawfiq and the happiness and the security and everything that comes with that life than the person who's far away from their religion. So when I sit back and say, how can I help my peoples? The only way I can help my people is giving them what Allah gave us,
Mm.
what Allah sent down to the prophets, and that's Islam, because that's gonna wake them up. You understand?
So how do you think you could do that without, I guess, sounding kind of preachy? Because I'm at that stage. It was about a couple years ago, man. I started seeing the world for what it was, and I started making
Right.
excuses and stuff like that. And I feel like
Yeah.
when I try to tell my friends, sometimes I feel kind of preachy. Like how do you think you avoid
I,
that?
I think the way you have to do, especially like our actions, we can preach by actions. You understand? Like you might go around the homies, he might try to pass you a blunt, and you can say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't smoke. I'm Muslim." Or he might say, "Here, go drink. I'm Muslim." They might say, "Oh, wow, what about the people they know about Islam and people in the hood? They respect people that see that's trying to change to something positive." So sometimes talking don't help.
Yeah.
You understand? Sometimes they want to see our actions. That's better than talking. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I just want to talk about kind of the current state of music. It's like I was watching his interviews. Tupac at a gun range, and he was like, he was like, if you could tell what the music industry letting people say based on the kind of music. And he was like, if it get to that point where it's all dancing, he was like, the rappers don't have no control. But if people still talk about that gangster stuff, then you can tell that they still got control of the music. So I was like, that kind of makes sense. So I guess with that, I just want to